Hi guys, Berry Babe here, checking in. As you can see, I'm home. I am glad to be home. I have a hell of a night last night. Up in the thumb, the ragweed is blooming. Oh my god. And it's a moisture environment to start with, up by the lake, surrounded by water. The town of Bad Axe, which is the closest town, was built on a swamp, so allergies have always been bad there. And then my sister lives on a farm, and they have animals. They used to have dairy cows, but they gave those up. They just have steer now. And here at the lake, the weather was gorgeous yesterday. I don't know how much you could hear me, but the flies and little sweat bees, horrendous, and the flies were biting. Usually if you go in June, the flies are big and they're biting. These flies were biting through clothes. So, and then because it's getting close to their hibernation season, every time you'd open the trailer door, in they'd come. So there were just flies buzzing everywhere. And then I feel like I've blown my nose 700 times. I really haven't, but last night this whole side of my face plugged up. And well, it didn't plug up, it just felt. It feels like I've got a bad cold. And it's just been running on that side. So I take antihistamines, and I have some heavy duty Tavist, and I take a couple of those, and then I'm like a zombie. So this typifies. So we got up and got ready and left. My husband goes, I went up late. I like to go after everybody in the campground's in bed. I take my bucket up to the shower. And there were not that many people there. There was no competition. I just don't like that walk to the shower. It's like everybody knows where you're going and what you're going to be doing. Well, why should I care? But I just like to go late at night. So my husband went this morning, and I'm a real bugger for shower shoes. Everybody in the family's assigned flip-flops, and you wear those when you go public places. So my husband's in the shower, and he says, he looks over, and on the bench are his flip-flops. He's standing in the shower with the water running on him in his shoes. That about sums up our time away. So, to the point where we go back on Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, and I don't know if I want to, you know. I'm not comfortable in my space, and so that makes me not comfortable having him in my space, if you know what I mean. And this morning, last night when I went in to take my shower, I walked in, and this is a campground we have been going to since the kids were little, and they're in their 20s now, 20s and upper 20s, mid-20s, and they've souped up the showers area, like they've got real doors on them now instead of they're like the bathroom doors that close instead of just curtains. And a couple years ago they put in the real bathroom walls and doors instead of just wood, but the sink area really hasn't changed. And when I opened the door and looked in the mirror, because there are 3 sinks right there, and then you go this way and the lights kind of come on as you come in, I expected to see the 300-pound me. And it wasn't the 300-pound me. In fact, when I looked in the mirror, it was like, oh my God, because my midriff around here just looked so slender. It was like, oh. So I texted Donna, who's doing keto too, and said, there's some devil voodoo shit going on here. She thinks she's having that realignment too. Now, a lot of people talk about that with HCG, but I never really saw it. So whether I'm just having delayed HCG, but that's the area. That's why I wanted to get so low, was to work on that area. Well, yesterday morning I was 143 something. This morning I was 145 point something. It was up 2 pounds. What the hell? I felt so thin yesterday. Now, they tell you stay away from the scale. I should stay away from the scale, except it's always been my governor. If I don't pay attention to the scale, then I don't do what I need to do. I hit my macros. Yesterday I had lots of fat. I had 3 doses of MCT oil, and but I must have been over in something, or we went bike riding, and so my body's holding water from that or something. Because I had 1 red blip this morning, which is what I had yesterday morning when I had the loss. Last night I had 4 red blips, so supposedly your ketones go up during the day, and they're higher at night. So I'm still on track for the keto adapted, but golly. We stopped at Walmart and bought some more bone broth. Of course, I ran in because his shoes are still wet. He had a meeting tonight, which is why we came back, which is thank God we came back. He decided to leave a little early, so I just kind of sat here and waited for him to leave. We've been married 41 years, but sometimes we get tired of each other. And the flies. I said, I don't know whether the flies are agitating me so much because my allergies are so bad, or whether my allergies are bad because the flies. I mean, it was like up your nose and in your ears, and then they were biting through your clothes. So I bought some fly spray and just stuck it in the little cupboard where I keep all the bug stuff. Now, hopefully when we go up the next time, Sunday, I don't know what the weather's supposed to be, but it would be nice if it was cool enough that the flies are gone. I don't mind it cooler, except my nose got cold last night. So maybe I need to take my CPAP, which I haven't been wearing much, but I did get a new mask that fits better. And then you could put the CPAP on and put the covers over your head. But, yeah, I don't have a whole lot more to say. Just in talking about Windmills, which was a couple of days ago when I was at my sister's. It definitely is progress in that our country needs renewable energy, and they're in a wind strip because the water goes all the way around them up where they live, and so they own a lot of farmland, and so they've put them on the seams between where fields are, and they will be getting some income from having that. And she said, I thought about saying no, but they were going to put them somewhere. They were going to be there. We might as well be getting the money. But and they're not just up in this area, they're all over the place. And it reminds me of War of the Worlds. I think I said that. But it makes me sad, on the other hand, because the vista that I grew up with, and I didn't live up in the Thumb all my life, but I spent my teen years up there, and my mother was from that general area, and my sister grew up there, and my brother for most of it. The land up there is so flat that you can see all the tires on a car, I don't know, 5 miles away. That's how flat it is, and you can see to the horizon. and wide open spaces. I know they have Texas songs about let me roam, you know. And now the Windmills are there, and there are generations of kids that will grow up and never experience that vista. And they won't think anything of it because it's like cell phones. I don't think my daughters can remember when they didn't have a cell phone, when they couldn't Netflix, you know. I grew up in an era where for college graduation I got a calculator, $25. It was this big, and it did 4 functions plus square root. Yeah, we come a long way. So I just am mourning that a little bit, because times are changing, things are changing, and you can't stand in the way of progress, but still, I just wanted to mark the passing, end of an era, so to speak. So that is all. I did not do any blood measurement this morning. I had my meters, but I don't know where my strips went. So somewhere they got waylaid. I'm going to have to look. I don't have a lot left, but, and I hope everybody's doing well. So tomorrow is what is tomorrow? Sunday, Monday, today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I have my appointment with the surgeon Saturday. Can you tell I'm obsessing about it? We're supposed to go back to the lake Sunday for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night. So we'll see. All right, that's all I have. Bye for now.